guys, so today I am going to do the very first unboxing in our new apartment, and I thought the very first one should be something very special, so I'm going to unbox Insane Blackrock Shooter today. So the box is very, very large, and that is why you can't even see the whole box when I zoom out. So let's just take a look at it first. So it does say Insane Blackrock Shooter, and it has a picture of the figure, but it does not anywhere on the whole box have a window. So we've just got this sort of purple and white and black theme going, and here's another very faded picture, and then it says Insane Blackrock Shooter again. On the top it also says Insane Blackrock Shooter 1/8 scale painted figure. We've got another little picture down here, and it says a little bit more about it. And then this side has another one of those pictures, and Insane Blackrock Shooter. The bottom is very much like the top. Or I guess this maybe will be more of the bottom. It's just plain purple with some information. So very simple box. I actually like it. It's very different than a lot of them. We don't have a window, so we can't see her right off, which might be a little bit of a negative, but other than that, I like the purple, black, and white themed. It almost reminds me of like a newspaper. So I think it's unique and different. And now let's open her up. So she opens up like this. You can see the little star. And here we have the inside. Now she comes with a lot of different pieces. Down here we can see the base. I know it's a little bit hard to see. It's a little hard for me to see as well because there is so much of this blister packaging. But she has some chains and some of her weapons and other little pieces. Her hair is up here. And then of course we have the main figure. So let's just take a quick look at the inside of the box. It is just all this purple that we saw on the outside, so it's very plain, nothing too fancy, but with the figure inside, really you wouldn't notice any part of this box, especially since there is no window. It doesn't really have to be fancy. And then we do have some instructions, because I've heard she is a pretty hard figure to put together. A lot of people worry about her twin tails, and that's probably the scariest part for me as well. But let's take a closer look. So we have this, which is in Japanese, so it's not really helpful to me. And then we have this full page of instructions, and it's blank on the back. So overall the packaging is very nice. The box seems very sturdy. The figure itself seems to be packaged very well in the blister packaging. It looks like there's even bubble wrap on some of the items. So overall the packaging gets a thumbs up for me. Very nice. So let's take a closer look at the figure now. So here we can see the figure itself a little bit better in the blister packaging. I just removed the one side. So as you can see, lots of the pieces are separated. Let's just take a look at these twin tails a bit. These are very nice. I like how free-flowing this is. I love characters with flowing, sort of tangly hair. And here are the pegs, which apparently are very infamous for being hard to stick in her head. Here's the longer one, which is a little bit more intricate. I really like the paint job here, how it goes from very dark black to a dark purple color. It's a little bit more dimensional than just one flat color. And then of course we have some of her weapons here. And another one here. And of course, here we have the figure herself. She looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, so much detail. We've got a little bit of plastic here to help protect her. Like, I just love the shading and just overall paint job. of this figure. Look at her boots, that's crazy. I love the details. And then of course, a little bit close-up of her face and those eyes. This figure is just amazing. She does go for, I think at the time I bought her for a little bit over $100. Shipping her is a lot. As you can see, the box is quite large and she comes with a lot, so it makes it quite heavy. So I think shipping is probably around $60 to the US, but she is so worth it. Just looking at her right out of the box, no complaints. And then as I mentioned, there is some bubble wrap, which you don't see with very many figures, but the base is surrounded in it. So let's take that out. Here is the base. That is just beautiful. Like, this figure is amazing. Like, all the detail that went through, and this base is very unique. You know, it's not just one of those circle bases. Very lovely figure. The shading again, paint job, everything is excellent. So I'm going to put her together now off camera and we'll see how that process goes. I'll let you know and we can see the figure in her final form. So after about 15 or 20 minutes of putting her together, here she is. She is just as difficult to put together as everyone has said. She's probably one of the scariest figures I have ever had to put together. Some of the scariest things are her twin tails. The one on the left actually went in really easily, but the one on the right isn't even all the way in. And the other complaint about her head is this doesn't really have a place to go, so it does move around a bit, and it's just not as sturdy and put together as I would like it to be, but it's not something you're going to notice on display. So she does come with another headpiece without the flame, so if you're bold enough to switch her in and out, you can do so, or you can just use this one if you prefer. Another thing is her foot is not all the way in the stand on this side. That is as far down as it would let me go, but the other side is in all the way. So overall, she is a really great figure. She's beautifully sculpted, nicely painted. Other than the couple of cons about putting her together, her twin tails being really fragile and hard to put in, and her feet not fitting on the base quite correctly, I really can't see any other cons, and it's not something you would really notice just on display. So if you have the means to pick her up, I would definitely do so. She's just beautiful, lovely, everything, A+ figure. Really gorgeous. I hope you enjoyed my unboxing and review for Insane Black Rock Shooter. Please comment and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye! So next up we have Shizu. No, I'm just kidding, it's Isabel. Okay, well, not just kidding, it is Shizu in Japanese, but it is Isabel to us in North America, and she is from the video game Animal Crossing.